The Silicon Valley shelters one of the largest tech headquarters in the world, and it's quite similar to a spaceship. This striking ring-shaped building is the headquarters of tech giant Apple. Known as Apple Park, it is the company's second campus built in Cupertino, California, with a valuation of over $5 billion. Pitched by Steve Jobs, the co-founder and former CEO of Apple in his final years, it is regarded as an architectural marvel around the world. But what exactly makes Apple's spaceship a game-changer in tech? Join us as we explore every corner of this iconic building. So without further ado, let's get started. The project, first announced by Steve Jobs in 2006, took 8 long years of planning, proposals, and permit approvals before it finally began construction in 2014. In 2017, the campus was officially named the Apple Park and opened doors for workers. Located 1.2 miles east of the original Apple campus and covering an impressive 175 acres, the campus houses over 12,000 employees and also welcomes visitors to its Vision Center. Thanks to the presence of Apple Park, the area around saw a rise in tourism as well as real estate housing value. Reportedly estimated as the 4th most expensive building in the world, the Apple Park was originally budgeted at $500 million. But with the land alone costing $160 million, the final bill came around a whopping $5 billion. Now, $5 billion is no small change unless you are a tech company who's worth $2 trillion. Apple did not hold back from splurging on their dream campus. But does the product justify the price tag? Let's find out. Apple Park is the brainchild of Steve Jobs, Norman Foster, and Jony Ive. Norman Foster, a renowned British architect famous for his egg-shaped building in London, scaled and designed the circular building with his firm Foster & Partners. Jony Ive, the former chief designer of Apple, carried out the design as well as interior decoration, bringing the sleek minimalism of the iPhone and Mac into the Apple office. Many consider it to be the crown jewel of his career and his last gift to Apple. Nicknamed the Spaceship, the ring-shaped main building, which is advertised as the perfect circle, is alone a sight to behold. With 4 stories above the ground, 3 stories underground, and 1.4 million square feet of office space, it houses most of the Apple employees. The open design of the ring promotes unity among the employees, though many employees express dissatisfaction over the lack of privacy. Some of these panels are large sliding doors to connect the interior with the outside world. The ring is divided into 8 segments, each consisting of communal pods, private working desks, and walls that can be configured to create larger or smaller spaces. This was made with the idea that the building would change and evolve with the company, a rather sentimental idea. The inner area of the circle contains a 30-acre green space complete with a man-made pond, herbal garden, and a mini orchard. In its center is a rectangular plot that contains several arches which represent a rainbow when seen from a distance. One of the most amazing spaceship features happens to be found underground. Simply put, Apple Park does not rest on the surface of the Earth. The foundation of the building is built over 692 huge stainless steel plates, allowing it to shift up to 4 feet in any direction without causing any structural damage. This base isolation system, modeled after similar ones in Japan, protects the campus from all but the most severe earthquakes. The design also hides the extensive road network and parking area underground with about 14,200 parking spots, 700 car charging stations, and 2,000 bike parking spaces, all completely out of sight. The campus has 7 cafes, with the largest being a 3-level cafe that could seat over 3,000 people. And their restaurant staff boasts that they can feed up to 15,000 people every lunchtime. Other buildings around the park include 2 separate buildings for highly secured research and development, a care clinic, and a 100,000 square foot fitness and wellness center. With all these facilities, the Apple campus was meant to be the ultimate workspace for its employees. But it is not just for the Apple employees. The Apple Visitors Center is the only part of the campus open to the public. It features a cafe, an Apple store, and a rooftop observation deck with a stunning view of the main campus. The center also has interactive displays about the park and Apple's history. Within the park grounds also stands the spectacular Steve Jobs Theater, in memory of the former CEO. Located atop a hill, it is an underground 1,000-seat circular glass auditorium built with the intention of holding press meets and product launches. Its carbon fiber roof is the largest in the world. The glass elevator made from chemically tempered glass is also considered to be the tallest freestanding glass elevator in the world. The theater's above-ground lobby is cylindrical, shaped with no supporting columns, giving an unhindered 360-degree view. Overall, it looks beautiful but must have been monstrously complex to build. The theater's first press event held in 2017 was where the world was introduced to the iPhone 8, iPhone X, Apple Watch series, and Apple TV 4K. A small but meaningful part of the Apple campus is the 100-year-old Glendenning barn, originally part of the farmland purchased by Apple. Considered a historical landmark by the city of Cupertino, it was disassembled and reassembled at a different location. Apple is now using it to store maintenance tools and other landscaping materials, adding a rustic touch to the modern campus. With Apple's trademark attention to detail and every part of the ambitious project heavily scrutinized, it has features that might appear extravagant to the normal, such as custom-made door handles and wood panels harvested at midwinter as per Steve Jobs' request. Hence, to make up for its flashy $5 billion price tag, the Apple campus claims it could be the greenest campus on the planet. Built with the aim to look more like a natural refuge than a business park, 80% of the land is considered to be green space with over 9,000 drought-resistant trees planted throughout the grounds, including apricots, olives, cherries, and you guessed it. The landscaping overlooked by lead arborist Dave Muffley of Stanford University restores the indigenous plant life. Recycled water is used to water the campus. The entire Apple campus runs on 100% renewable energy. Solar panels covering the entire main building roof cover most of its energy needs, with the rest being covered by on-site fuel cells powered by biofuel or natural gas. The main building, Steve Jobs Theater and Fitness Center are all LEED certified. The Ring is the world's largest naturally ventilated building, meaning that it does not require any heating or cooling for 9 months out of a year. And it doesn't end there. The ground also has 3.2 kilometers worth of walking and running trails, as well as 1,000 bikes that can be used to commute between the buildings. Apple Park has received its due criticism, with the internet calling its design a 1970s suburban office but circular, and multiple concerns being raised about the carbon footprint and environmental consequences this massive structure would cause, as no amount of sustainability could justify a $5 billion building. Several reports about employees walking into the glass panels and requiring treatment also arose, but the fact remains that Apple has come a long way since its humble beginning in Jobs' garage. Steve Jobs' vision to create the best office building in the world led to the creation of Apple Park, a testament to Apple's commitment to innovation and futuristic ideas, as well as a benchmark for corporate spaces. Truly a dream workspace for many, or maybe not. What do you think about Apple Park? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can entertain you with more exciting videos.